morning, everyone. It is just after sunrise, and I'm in Gorham. Headed out to the trail this morning at about 7 a.m. That's what time our shuttle is scheduled for. First, I'm headed down to Dunkin'. Gonna get a breakfast bagel, a donut, and some coffee this morning. It's gonna be a interesting day. There's rain scheduled in the forecast for this morning. Should be cleared up by this afternoon. 17.7 mile day is planned to the Carlo coal shelter. We're gonna have 2 climbs over smaller but steep mountains, Mount Hayes and Mount Success. And if all comes to fruition, today we're going to pass the 1900 mile mark and we're going to enter Maine. Both are huge milestones that I just got to admit it's just amazing to try to wrap my brain around the fact that, you know, here very shortly in a couple of miles I will have less than 300 miles remaining on the AT, and I will have entered my 14th and final state on this journey. It's going to be an amazing day. Started out this morning. You can see other backpackers ahead of me. I'm not hiking with them. We just all happen to be hiking in the same direction. This is the Androscoggin River. There's an amazing feeling of calm that comes over me when I first step foot on the dirt path after coming out of a town. It feels amazing. We've started our first climb of the day, Mount Hayes. So this year we had a wildfire in the Mahoosic Mountain Range, referred to as the Centennial Fire, because the section of trail that it encompassed. And we are just now beginning to see the scars left over from that fire. It closed the AT for a period of time. Thru-hikers had to find an alternate way around, which would have meant taking a shuttle and bypassing a section of trail. So glad that the firefighters were able to get it under control, extinguish it, and return the land to use. As always, thanks to our responders. Everybody, and I mentioned it already this morning, that we have reached the 1900 mile mark. Less than 300 miles to go. 294.3 to be exact. I haven't really celebrated these 100-mile marks. This one is special because the terrain has been so hard. The AT doesn't give you anything. You have to want it, you have to struggle, you have to push, and if you do that, the reward is more miles. Ultimately, with the final destination of reaching Mount Katahdin at the end. This is a great day, and I'm grateful. So what an amazing feeling crossing the 1900-mile mark. And it came at a good time. Rain has settled in and is drizzling. Not very hard, which is good, but it is just enough to make the roots and rocks wet. So I'm being cautious with my footing. The big climb up Mount Hayes is done. We're gonna be walking along a ridge for a while. Then we're gonna go down and up 2 more ridges. Ultimately, in about 10.3 miles, we'll climb our last ridge and end up at the peak of Mount Success. And from there, we won't have but a couple miles left to the Carlo coal campsite. So, just gonna kind of relish the milestone, watch my footing, and enjoy this day on the AT. Well, we had a significant amount of rainfall. But the good news is it's over. The sky is already clearing. I am in dire need of getting dried off, but I think I'm gonna have an opportunity in about 1.5 miles to do that. We're 13 miles into our day, and we're about 1.5 miles from the summit of Mount Success. As long as the sky continues to clear and we have a little bit of sun, I should be able to dry out on top for a bit. All in all, the day's going well. It's slow going, as can be expected. No slips, trips, or falls today. That's my goal, despite the mud and wet rocks. So we're going to continue to take it slow, but we're making good time. Well, we are beginning our last final steps up to the summit of Mount Success. Today, we not only walked 17 miles, but we walked 1,900 miles. And to this point, 1,912 miles from Georgia to Maine. We have reached the 14th and final state. Well, everyone, it was an absolutely terrific day today, even with the rain. There weren't that many views with the rain, and the rain took away some opportunities to do some additional filming. However, you get rain with these types of hikes. No rain, no Maine. But the good thing is, despite the rain, I am in Maine. And it feels incredible to be in the final 14th state on the Appalachian Trail. Even though I haven't climbed Katahdin yet, I've walked from Georgia to Maine. And it's still, I've said it like 5 times today, and it just still doesn't sound real. But I have. And I can finally say I am in the final stretches of completing this Thru-Hike. And I am only a couple of short weeks away from realizing my dream of climbing Mount Katahdin. And I can't wait. I'm going to take everything day by day, as I always have. I'm going to work very hard to stay present in the moment. But admittedly, I'm already starting to plan these final weeks in terms of when I may possibly summit, and arranging to have Twinkle come join me for that event and things of that nature. So it's hard to believe this time is coming here, but it is an amazing day. And thank you, everybody, for being with me up until now, and I look forward to sharing everything for the remainder of this journey with you as well. All in all, today it was a 17-mile day from Gorham, New Hampshire to the Carlo coal shelter and campsite in Maine. And it was a good 17 miles. This sets us up very nicely for a 9.5 mile day tomorrow. Very short day, but a tough day. I'm going to have the Goose Eye Peaks tomorrow, as well as the Mahoosic Notch and the Mahoosic Arm. The Mahoosic Notch is widely considered to be the hardest mile on the Appalachian Trail. And if it's the hardest mile, then the Mahoosic Arm is the hardest second mile on the AT. So I wanted to give myself plenty of time to move slowly and enjoy that experience, and I look forward to sharing it with you. Thank you, everybody. I'm Bricks.